Hey there, young detectives. Imagine the Quran, a super magical book, zooming down from the sky over 23 years, starting in 610 CE. It's got 114 chapters called Surahs, and 29 of them kick off with weird letters like Alif Lam Mim or Kaf Ha Ya Ain Sad. These are the Muqatta'at, God's secret code. And here's the first big clue. The number 237 points straight to Surahs 2, 3 and 7. Let's crack this mystery together. There are 29 special surahs, 2, 3, 7, 10, 15, 19, 20, 26, 32, 36, 46, 50 and 68. They've got 14 different letter combos like Hamim or Nun that pop up 643 times total. These surahs split into 4 teams, 9, 215, 5, 1932, 7, 36, 46 and 2, 50, 68, adding up to match the 23 years. Even cooler, the first messages, surahs 96 plus 68 plus 73 equals 237, wink at surahs 2, 3 and 7, like a treasure map starting X. Hey kids, the 29 Muqatta'at surahs don't just sit still. They bounce and twirl like a secret dance. Over 23 years, their 4 teams and sneaky gaps, like 3, 5 and 17, groove to a beat, with 237 tapping its toes to surahs 2, 3 and 7. Let's join the dance floor. These 29 surahs have 9 gaps that hop around, 3 steps, like 4, 6 between surahs 3 and 7, 5 leaps, 21, 25 between 20 and 26, and a big 17 jump, 51, 67 between 50 and 68. Those gaps match the 17 prayers we say each day. Even the numbers twist. Add some surahs, flip them around, and bam, 237 pops up, pointing to surahs 2, 3 and 7 like a spotlight. It's like a raindrop rhythm. 3 taps pull you in, 5 taps make you sway, and 17 taps make you jump. From 615 to 632 CE, the Quran's 23 years match the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt, spinning the world into this dance. Every 250 years, like 2045, 237 does a little twirl, saying, "Catch me if you can." With 29 moon days ticking along, it's a beat no one can copy, daring us with a try me, 1788. This bouncing rhythm, 9 gaps and 237, shows a perfect dance floor. You can't outdance this, 1788, with surahs 2, 3 and 7 leading the groove. Hey kids! What if the 29 Muqatta'at surahs are chatting with the sky? Over 23 years, they team up with twinkling stars, glowing moons, and that magic number 237 to point at surahs 2, 3 and 7. Let's blast off and see how the universe joins our treasure hunt. These 29 surahs match the 29 days it takes the moon to go from skinny to full. There's a big gap, 17 steps, 51, 67 between surahs 50 and 68. Like those 17-year cicada bugs that buzz every so often. And check this, some numbers twist and flip like Surah 73's magic, landing on 237, shining a starry beam on surahs 2, 3 and 7. The Quran says, look at the stars and moons. 2, 164. And these 29 surahs wink back. Imagine praying 17 times a day under a 29-day moon. Cool, right? From 610 to 632 CE, the 23 years match the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt, spinning the sky into our game. Every 250 years, like 2045, 237 twinkles like a shooting star. It's a cosmic high five no one can copy. Try this, 1788. These 29 surahs with 237 lighting up the night are a sky code. You can't outshine this. 1788, with surahs 2, 3 and 7 twinkling brightest. What's the adventure? Hey kids! The 14 Muqatta'at letter combos, like Alif Lam Mim and Hamim, are like super strong building blocks. Over 23 years, they stack up the 29 surahs, and that magic number 237 sneaks into spotlight surahs 2, 3 and 7. Let's grab our toy bricks and build something awesome. What's the treasure? There are 14 special letter sets, like Alif Lam Mim, showing up 71 times, Hamim, 336 times across 7 surahs, Kaf 20 and Nun 50, stacking up 643 times total in the 29 surahs. Surah 42 hides a secret. Its numbers twist into 237, pointing to surahs 2, 3 and 7. From just 28 Arabic letters, these blocks build 77,701 words in the Quran, like a giant tower. Why is it fun? The Quran says, pens rock. 68, 1, and these letters are the coolest blocks ever. Back in 615 CE, Alif Lam Mim was like the first brick, kicking off big surahs over 23 years. The Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt spins the tower just right, and every 250 years, like 2045, 237 pops up like a flag on top, with 17 prayers and 29 moon days. It's a wobbly, wonderful stack no one can rebuild. Redo this. 1788. The big find. These 14 letter blocks with 237 holding them steady are a super build. You can't top this. 1788. With surahs 2, 3 and 7 standing tall at the top. Hey, kids! Team 1 is the starting whistle for our 23-year treasure hunt. It's 9 surahs, 2, 3, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15, racing out of the gate with cool letters like Alif Lam Mim. And guess what? That magic number 237 waves its flag for surahs 2, 3 and 7. Let's cheer them on. These 9 surahs come with zippy letter starts. Alif Lam Mim in 2, 3, 10, 13, Sad 7, and Alif Lam Ra 14, 15. They add up to 87, but here's the trick. Some pages twist and shout 237 like a secret code from the first lines, pointing straight to surahs 2, 3 and 7. There's a little gap, 3 steps, 4, 6 between 3 and 7, like a hop to get us going. It's like the opening bell of a big race. Surah 2 says, here we go, 2, 2, back in 610 CE, planting seeds that grow over 23 years. The Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt spins the starting line just right, and every 250 years, like 2045, 237 zooms by like a victory lap. With 17 prayers cheering and 29 moon days ticking, these surahs kick off a party no one can catch. Beat this, 1788. Team 1's 9 surahs, with 237 waving loud, start the fun. You can't outrun this, 1788. With surahs 2, 3 and 7 speeding ahead as the champs. Ready to uncover more? Let's continue our quest. What's the adventure? Hey kids! Team 2 is the twisty-turny part of our 23-year treasure hunt. It's 5 surahs, 19, 20, 26, 27 and 28, sneaking through a jungle maze. And here's the sneaky bit. That magic number 237 tiptoes in to spotlight surahs 2, 3 and 7. Let's dodge the vines and find the way. What's the treasure? These 5 surahs bring wild letter starts. Kaf Ha Ya Ain Sad 19, Taha 20, Tasin Mim 26, Tasin 27 and Kaf Ha Mim 28. They popped up between 615 and 622 CE when the Prophet faced big challenges. Add them, 19 plus 20 plus 26 plus 27 plus 28 equals 120, but twist some numbers like a secret flip, and 237 jumps out, pointing to surahs 2, 3 and 7 like a hidden arrow. Why is it fun? It's like a jungle puzzle. Back in 615 CE, Kaf Ha Ya Ain Sad made people go, whoa, what's that? These surahs grew over 23 years, dodging tough times like a ninja. The Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt spins the maze just right, and every 250 years, like 2045, 237 pops up like a surprise trapdoor. With 17 prayers whispering and 29 moon days glowing, Surah 19 cheers, keep going, 1915, a tricky test no one can crack. Try this, 1788. The Big Fine Team, 2's 5 surahs with 237 sneaking through are a twisty code. You can't solve this, 1788. With surahs 2, 3 and 7 shining as the maze masters. What's the adventure? Hey kids, Team 3 is the powerhouse squad in our 23-year treasure hunt. It's 7 surahs, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41 and 42, flexing their muscles with mighty letters. And guess what? That magic number 237 swoops in like a superhero cape to cheer on surahs 2, 3 and 7. Let's power up. What's the treasure? These 7 surahs pack a punch with letter starts. Yasin, 36, Sad 3738 and Ha-Mim 4046. Add them, 36 plus 37 plus 38 plus 39 plus 40 plus 41 plus 42 equals 273. But here's the super twist. Surah 42 hides 237 in its numbers, like a secret power-up, pointing to Surahs 2, 3 and 7. Ha-Mim shows up 336 times across these surahs, making this team a heavy hitter. Why is it fun? It's like a superhero showdown. In 622 CE, when the Prophet got stronger, these surahs landed with a boom. Surah 40 says, "Stand tall." 40:1-3. They flex over 23 years, matching the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt that spins the world just right. Every 250 years, like 2045, 237 flies in like a victory cheer, with 17 prayers pumping and 29 moon days glowing. This team's strength dares everyone. Match me! 1780. The big fine team 3's 7 surahs, with 237 boosting them up, are super strong. You can't outmuscle this. 1788. With surahs 2, 3 and 7 soaring as the mightiest heroes. What's the adventure? Hey kids! Team 4 is the grand finale of our 23-year treasure hunt. It's just 2 surahs, 50 and 68, blasting off like fireworks to end the show. And here's the bang. That magic number 237 sparkles in the sky, cheering for surahs 2, 3 and 7. Let's light it up. What's the treasure? These 2 surahs come with dazzling letter starts. Kaf 50 and Nun 68. Add them. 50 plus 68 equals 118, but wait. Twist some numbers like a final countdown trick, and 237 explodes onto the scene, pointing to surahs 2, 3 and 7. They landed late, between 630 and 632 CE, wrapping up the Quran's big reveal with a boom. Why is it fun? It's like a fireworks party. Surah 68 says, "Pens rule." 68, 1. And these surahs popped up just as the Prophet finished his mission in 632 CE. Over 23 years, they matched the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt, spinning the sky into a grand finale. Every 250 years, like 2045, 237 flashes like a sparkler, with 17 prayers cheering and 29 moon days shining. It's a dazzling end no one can top. Copy this. 1788. The big fine Team 4's 2 surahs, with 237 lighting the fuse, seal the deal. You can't outshine this. 1788, with surahs 2, 3 and 7 sparkling as the grand finale stars. Welcome back, treasure hunters. Before we dive into the mysteries of the Muqatta'at, let's add another clue to our quest. Have you ever thought about how hidden messages can be right in front of us, waiting to be discovered? Pause 2S. Think of the Muqatta'at as secret keys. They're like whispered messages in the wind, waiting for the right ears to hear them. These letters aren't just random symbols. They hold a deeper meaning that connects the heavens, the earth and our hearts. Pause 2S. Now imagine this. Every time you see a letter like Alif Lam Mim or Kaf Ha Ya Ain Sad, you're standing at the entrance of a hidden world. These letters are like magical doors. Open them and you'll find stories, wisdom and secrets that have been waiting for you for centuries. Pause 2S. In this scene, we'll explore how these letters might be linked to cosmic events. Just like how the stars guide sailors home, the Muqatta'at guide us through the Quran. They align with lunar cycles, solar patterns, and even the tilt of the Earth. Isn't that incredible? Pause 2S. So as we continue our journey, keep your eyes open and your mind curious. The Muqatta'at are more than just letters. They're bridges to a greater understanding, connecting us to the divine wisdom of the Quran. Pause 2S. Ready to uncover more? Let's dive deeper into the mystery of the Muqatta'at and see what treasures await us next. What if the 29 surahs, starting with Muqatta'at, have a special connection to the sky and the natural world? Let's explore this exciting idea. These individual letters from the Arabic alphabet appear at the beginning of 29 chapters in the Quran. They stand out because they do not form words we use in our daily conversations. Imagine if these letters talk to the sky. They stand alone, not forming any words we use in everyday language, inviting us to reflect deeply on their meanings. These mysterious letters might be a single letter like Kaf, or a combination like Alif Lam Mim. Each combination is distinct and appears at the beginning of specific chapters, setting a tone of mystery and reverence. Think of them like a secret code or a puzzle that Allah has given us to ponder upon. They invite us to reflect deeply on their meanings and the messages that follow them in the Quranic text. Each letter holds deep meaning and significance, but their exact interpretation remains a mystery even to the most knowledgeable scholars. This has led to various interpretations and theories over time. Some believe they represent the names of Allah or His attributes, while others see them as clues to the central themes of the chapters they precede. These interpretations add layers of depth to our understanding of the Quran. Intrigued yet? Let's delve deeper into why these letters hold such importance in the Quran. They're not just letters, they are a profound invitation to explore the divine wisdom and the intricate beauty of the Quranic revelation. Hey kids, the 29 Muqatta'at Surahs are playing hide and seek with us. Between them, 9 sneaky gaps like 3, 5 and 17 hide treasures over 23 years. And guess who's peeking out? That magic number 237 pointing to Surahs 2, 3 and 7. Let's find them. There are 9 gaps between the 29 Surahs, 3 steps, 4, 6 between 3 and 7, 5 hops, 21, 25 between 20 and 26, and a big 17 leap, 51 to 67 between 50 and 68. Peek at some pages, like 23 plus 7 from Surah 89, and 237 sneaks out, waving at Surahs 2, 3 and 7 like a secret clue. It's a game of where'd they go? 3 gaps tease, 5 gaps giggle, and 17 gaps surprise, like hide-and-seek champs. Over 23 years, from 610 to 632 CE, these gaps match the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt, spinning the hunt just right. Every 250 years, like 2045, 237 pops up like a boo. With 17 prayers whispering and 29 moon days glowing, it's a tricky chase no one can win. Find me! 1788. These 9 gaps, with 237 playing along, are a sneaky code. You can't catch this. 1788. With Surahs 2, 3 and 7 popping out as the hide-and-seek stars. Quran. 1788 invites us to explore these connections and patterns further. There's so much more to discover. The 29 Muqatta'at Surahs are linked to celestial events, especially the lunar cycle. This chapter encourages you to look to the sky and link Quranic study with natural phenomena, inspiring awe and further investigation. What's the adventure? Hey kids, the 29 Muqatta'at Surahs bring numbers that love to party. Over 23 years, they high-five and dance with 119 and that magic 237 leading the fun, pointing to Surahs 2, 3 and 7. Let's jump into the number bash. What's the treasure? Check this, 7 times 17 equals 119, like a secret handshake in the gaps. Then the first Surahs, 96 plus 68 plus 73, add up to 237, spotlighting Surahs 2, 3 and 7. Even some pages twist and cheer 237 like a confetti blast, saying, "Look here." It's a math party that ties the 29 surahs together. Why is it fun? It's like a number playground. Add, flip and giggle over 23 years from 610 to 632 CE. These digits match the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt, spinning the fun just right. Every 250 years, like 2045, 237 hops in like a party guest. With 17 prayers clapping and 29 moon days bouncing, it's a counting game no one can beat. Beat this! 1788. The big five. These party numbers, 119 and 237, throw a big bash. You can't outcount this. 1788. With surahs 2, 3 and 7 dancing as the number champs. What's the adventure with these letters, you ask? Why are they so special that they capture our attention instantly? Imagine receiving a message that starts with a series of seemingly random letters. It would be like opening a mysterious envelope and finding a code inside. Wouldn't that make you pay close attention? It would spark your curiosity and make you wonder what it all means. These 14 different letter combinations, like Alif, Lam, Mim and Ha Mim, are the superheroes of the 29 surahs that begin with Muqatta'at. These letters are like attention grabbers, making us pause and reflect on the importance of the words that follow. They act as a signal, telling us to pay close attention to what comes next. They remind us that the Quran is not an ordinary book. It's the divine word of Allah, filled with wisdom and guidance. Each letter, each word, carries a profound meaning. Just like a magician uses a magic word to start a trick, Allah uses these letters to capture our attention and prepare us for the profound messages in each surah. It's like a magical introduction to something extraordinary. But their significance goes beyond simply grabbing our attention. These letters also serve as a reminder of the Quran's divine origin and its unique structure. They also point towards a deeper meaning and purpose, prompting us to think, reflect, and seek knowledge. They encourage us to delve deeper into the Quran, to explore its layers of meaning, and to uncover the wisdom it holds. Think of these 14 letter combinations as play blocks. You can stack them, arrange them, and use them to build something amazing. The number 237 plays a special role, linking these building blocks with surahs 2, 3, and 7 throughout the 23 years of the Quran's revelation. Pens rock. Just like in Quran 68:1, these letters are like pens that write the divine message, building the structure of the Quran. And remember, the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt and the year 2045 are cosmic patterns that repeat themselves over time, just like these letters. So, play with these blocks, rearrange them, discover new patterns, and gain a deeper understanding of the Quran's structure. The 14 letter combinations are the basic building blocks of the Muqatta'at Surahs. They appear frequently in the Quran, each with its own unique frequency and distribution. The number 237 is a vital key for understanding the overall pattern. Keep exploring, and you'll uncover many exciting secrets in the Quran. So dive in, play with the blocks, and discover the treasure hidden within the Quran's divine structure. These 14 Muqatta'at letter sets, like Alif Lam Mim and Ha Mim, are superheroes with mega powers. Over 23 years they charge up the 29 surahs, and that magic number 237 flies in like a power boost for surahs 2, 3, and 7. Let's unleash their strength. These 14 letter combos are mighty. Alif Lam Mim zaps 71 times, Ha Mim blasts 336 times across 7 surahs, and others like Kaf and Nun join the fight. 643 power pops total. Surah 42 hides 237 in its secret code, shining a laser beam on surahs 2, 3, and 7. From 28 Arabic letters, they spark 77,701 words, like a superhero base. The Quran says, letters rule, 68:1, and these heroes kicked off in 615 CE with Alif Lam Mim, Pow. They flex over 23 years, matching the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt that spins the world just right. Every 250 years, like 2045, 237 zooms in like a superpower recharge. With 17 prayers cheering and 29 moon days glowing, they're unbeatable. Match me! 1788. These 14-letter heroes, with 237 powering them up, are super strong. You can't outpower this. 1788. With surahs 2, 3, and 7 soaring as the mightiest of all. What's the adventure? Pause 2S. Hey explorers! The 29 Muqatta'at Surahs are best buddies with the sky and earth. Over 23 years they team up with moons, stars, and even bugs. And that magic number 237 swings in like a high five for surahs 2, 3, and 7. Let's dive into this cosmic friendship. What's the treasure? Pause 2S. These 29 surahs match the 29 days the moon takes to glow full. There's a fascinating gap, 17 steps, 51-67 between 50 and 68, that lines up with the 17-year cicada bugs that hum every so often. And here's the cool part. Surah 73 twists its numbers into 237, pointing to surahs 2, 3, and 7 like a starry handshake from above. Why is it fun? Pause 2S. The Quran says the sky's awesome. 2, 164, and these surahs wink at the stars. Imagine praying 17 times a day under a 29-day moon. Neat, right? Over 23 years, from 610 to 632 CE, they groove with the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt, spinning the world into a big hug. Every 250 years, like 2045, 237 pops up like a sky signal. It's a pal party no one can join. Copy this, 1788. The big find, pause 2s. These 29 surahs with 237 linking sky and earth are best pals. You can't outfriend this, 1788, with surahs 2, 3 and 7 shining as the friendship champs. What's the adventure? Pause 2s. Hey kids! The 29 Muqatta'at surahs tell a story from way back when, 615 to 632 CE. Over 23 years, they spin a tale of wonder. And that magic number 237 steps out like a time traveler to spotlight surahs 2, 3 and 7. Let's hop in our time machine and listen. What's the treasure? Pause 2s. This tale covers 23 years from the first letter in 615 CE to the last in 632 CE, when the Prophet shared the Quran. Add some pages, like 23 plus 7 from a special spot, and 237 sneaks out, pointing to surahs 2, 3 and 7 like a storybook map. It's a history hunt with 29 surahs as the chapters. Why is it fun? Pause 2s. It's like a campfire story, full of struggle, hope and big wins. Over 23 years, the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt spins the tale just right, matching the adventure's beat. Every 250 years, like 2045, 237 pops up like an echo from the past, with 17 prayers singing and 29 moon days ticking. It's a time travel trick no one can redo. Redo this, 1788. The big find, pause 2s. This long-ago tale with 237 weaving through is a history code. You can't rewrite this, 1788, with surahs 2, 3 and 7 starring as the heroes of old. Welcome to the adventure. Team 1, consisting of 9 surahs from 2 to 15, kicks off the 23-year quest of the Muqatta'at. And guess what? The number 237 waves at surahs 2, 3 and 7. These 9 surahs are the starting point of our journey. They include surahs 2, 3, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Each of these surahs contains special letter combinations like Alif Lam Mim and Alif Lam Ra. Imagine the pages twisting to 237. This number has a special connection to surahs 2, 3 and 7, creating a fascinating pattern. And there are gaps, like the 3 surahs between 4 and 6, that add to the mystery. Surah 2 says, "Here we go, 2, 2, in 610 CE. Think of it like seeds growing over 23 years, just like the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt. And every 250 years, the number 237 pops up, like in 2045. These 9 surahs, along with the number 237, start the journey. It's like a challenge. Beat this, 1788. Surahs 2, 3 and 7 lead the way. Team 1 is the first group of Muqatta'at surahs, numbered 2 through 15, starting the entire quest. They contain specific letter combinations like Alif Lam Mim and Alif Lam Ra. The number 237 is a central connection, linking surahs 2, 3 and 7. This recurring theme ties the content to larger cosmic patterns, like the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt and the year 2045. By presenting Team 1 as the beginning, we invite you to explore further into the Muqatta'at surahs and their connections. This personal connection makes the journey special and timeless. Welcome to the challenge. Team 1, consisting of 9 surahs from 2 to 15, kicks off the 23-year quest of the Muqatta'at. And guess what? The number 237 steps in like a referee, boosting surahs 2, 3 and 7. These 9 surahs are the starting point of our journey. They include surahs 2, 3, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Each of these surahs contains special letter combinations like Alif Lam Mim and Alif Lam Ra. Imagine the pages twisting to 237. This number has a special connection to surahs 2, 3 and 7, creating a fascinating pattern. And there are gaps, like the 3 surahs between 4 and 6, that add to the mystery. Surah 2 says, "Here we go, 2, 2, in 610 CE. Think of it like seeds growing over 23 years, just like the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt. And every 250 years, the number 237 pops up, like in 2045. These 9 surahs, along with the number 237, start the journey. It's like a challenge. Beat this. 1788. Surahs 2, 3 and 7 lead the way. Team 1 is the first group of Muqatta'at surahs, numbered 2 through 15, starting the entire quest. They contain specific letter combinations like Alif Lam Mim and Alif Lam Ra. The number 237 is a central connection linking surahs 2, 3 and 7. This recurring theme ties the content to larger cosmic patterns, like the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt and the year 2045. By presenting Team 1 as the beginning, we invite you to explore further into the Muqatta'at surahs and their connections. This personal connection makes the journey special and timeless. Section 5, a never-ending hunt. Now let's put on our detective hats and embark on this never-ending quest within the Quran. Interestingly, some chapters with Muqatta'at seem to have a connection that continues to unfold. Take Surah Baqarah, which is chapter 2, which begins with Alif Lam Mim, LM. These same letters also appear in Surah Al-Imran, which is chapter 3, and Araf, which is chapter 7, although in different combinations. This repetition isn't a coincidence. It suggests a link between these chapters, encouraging us to study them together and uncover their shared themes. Further, the number 237, when broken down, 2 plus 3 plus 7 equals 12, the same number of Muqatta'at combinations in the Quran. Fascinating, right? It's like a giant puzzle waiting to be solved, and the adventure never ends. Section 6. Why are Muqatta'at special, kids? Why do these 29 letter starts matter? I think they're special because they're God's superhero signal in the sky, showing surahs 2, 3 and 7 are super important. One famous scholar, Imam Fakhruddin al-Razi, believed that these letters hold multiple layers of meaning, some of which may be beyond our current understanding. Another scholar, Imam al-Qutubi, suggested that the Muqatta'at are a reminder of the miraculous nature of the Quran. Just like the Quran's eloquent language and profound message are a testament to its divine origin, so too are these mysterious letters. While scholars may have different interpretations, they all agree that the Muqatta'at hold deep significance and are not to be taken lightly. Their presence reminds us of the Quran's complexity and the vastness of Allah's SWT knowledge. Section 7. The Mystery of Numbers. How do Muqatta'at work? How do these 29 letter starts do their magic? They work by hiding patterns like 237, like a puzzle net to connect surahs 2, 3 and 7 over 23 years. Surah Baqarah is the second chapter, Al-Imran is the third, and Araf is the seventh. Coincidence? We don't think so. 14 letter sets, like Alif Lam Mim, pop 643 times in 29 surahs. Pages 1 plus 2, 7 plus 5 equals 12, split to 2, 3, 7, equal sign, 237. They're in 4 teams, 9 gaps, and numbers flip to 237. The Quran says, by the pen, 68:1, letters lead the way. It's like a puzzle net, add, flip, find, over 23 years. In 615 CE, people couldn't figure it out, but it fits. 29 moon days, 17 prayers, and the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt match the beat. Every 250 years, like 2045, 237 clicks into place. Muqatta'at work by weaving a secret net. Try this, 1788, with 237 tying surahs 2, 3 and 7 perfectly. Section 8. What can we learn from the Muqatta'at today? So what can we, as young Muslims, learn from these mysterious letters? Firstly, the Muqatta'at teach us the importance of humility. They remind us that, while we may strive to understand Allah's SWT words, there are some things that remain beyond our comprehension. Secondly, they encourage us to be curious and engage with the Quran on a deeper level. Just like a detective, we should always be on the lookout for clues and connections within its verses. Finally, the Muqatta'at highlight the miraculous nature of the Quran. They are a testament to its divine origin and a reminder that it is a book unlike any other. Section 9. The Unbreakable Code, a challenge for all time. The Muqatta'at remain one of the most intriguing mysteries of the Quran. While their exact meaning may remain elusive, they serve as a constant reminder of the divine nature of our holy book. They challenge us to think critically, ask questions, and delve deeper into the ocean of knowledge that is the Quran. Remember, the journey of discovery is just as important as the destination. So, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep the spirit of curiosity alive as you journey through the fascinating world of the Quran. Prologue. A super-secret code. Hey kids! Imagine a magical book, the Quran, dropping from the sky over 23 years, starting in 610 CE, with 114 chapters called Surahs. 29 start with funny letters like Alif Lam Mim or Kaf, called Muqatta'at, and I think they're a secret code from God. They're in Surahs 2 to 68, and a number 237 points to Surahs 2, 3 and 7. This book's our treasure hunt. 19 chapters to crack why these 29 letter starters, their 4 teams and 237 matter. It's tied to the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt, 17 prayers and 29 moon days. The Quran says, try to copy me. 17, 88, but no one can. Ready? Let's go. Chapter 1. The mystery letters begin. What's the adventure? Hi detectives. Picture the Quran with weird letters, like Alif Lam Mim, at the start of 29 chapters from 2 to 68. These Muqatta'at are magic keys God gave over 23 years, starting in 610 CE. A clue, 237, pops up pointing to Surahs 2, 3 and 7. What's the treasure? 29, Surahs 2, 3, 7, 10, 15, 19, 20, 26, 32, 36, 46, 50, 68. Out of 114, they've got 14 styles, like Hamim, and show up 643 times. 4 teams, 9, 2, 15, 5, 19, 32, 7, 36, 46, 2, 50, 68, add to 23 years. First message, 96 plus 68 plus 73 for sign 237. Aim at Surah 237. Why is it fun? In 615 CE, people heard Alif Lam Mim and went, huh! The Quran says, this is awesome! 2, 2. 4 leaps like a bird flapping, match the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt in 17 prayers. Every 250 years, like 2045, 237 these 29, 237. You can't beat this. A treasure map with Surahs 2, 3 and 7. Wow, kids! These 29 Muqatta'at surahs with 4 teams, 9 gaps, 237 and big Ys are a magic code over 23 years. They tie 114 chapters, 6,236 lines, and the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt into a wow. Surahs 2, 3 and 7 shine bright. It's 3 hops, start, middle, end, from 610 to 632 CE, waving every 250 years like 2045. The Quran says, try it, 1788, but no one can. With stars and prayers, this quest never stops. Grab a Quran and hunt more secrets. Magic code recap. The 29 Muqatta'at surahs, their 4 teams, the 9 gaps between them, the significance of 237, and the big Ys form a magic code that spans the 23 years of the Quran's revelation. Connections and wow factor. These codes link to the 114 chapters of the Quran, the 6,236 lines, verses within, as well as the Earth's 23.4 degrees tilt. And this constitutes a great wow factor. Key surahs remain central. Surahs 2, 3 and 7 continue to shine bright as central to understanding the Muqatta'at, historical and cyclical context. The 3 hops, start, middle, end, from 610 to 632 CE, and the cyclical nature of these patterns appearing every 250 years, like 2045, is truly fascinating. Ultimate challenge and ongoing exploration. The Quran's challenge, Try It 1788, stands, and now it's your turn. This quest never stops. With stars and prayers, grab a Quran and hunt more secrets. This epilogue serves as a final concise summary designed to inspire young readers. Concise summary. The key elements explored: the 29 Muqatta'at Surahs, 4 teams, 9 gaps, 237 and the big wise, form a magic code, celebrates the uniqueness. The Quran's unique, unmatchable nature is emphasized, inspires further exploration. A call to action for young readers to start their own exploration. Keeps the fun alive. An energetic tone leaves readers keen to start their own hunt for secrets. This epilogue aims to leave young readers with a sense of wonder, curiosity and a desire to continue exploring the Quran's mysteries. By reiterating the magic code concept, it reinforces the idea that the Quran holds countless hidden treasures waiting to be discovered, creating a sense of endless possibilities for learning and spiritual growth.